another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories.
On this episode, we feature the two most powerful men in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Dr. the Honorable Godwin Friday, leader of the opposition, Wales from Beckwith. And we feature Dr. Ralph E. Gonzalez, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Wales from Culinary. To the local people, Dr. Friday is also called Doc, and the Prime Minister is also called the World Boss, the Five-Star General. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like these. Viewers and subscribers, St. Vincent and the Grenadines is made up of 32 islands and keys. The largest of them all is called St. Vincent. Another chain of small islands is called the Grenadine Islands. We have no venomous snakes, no dangerous animals, no crocodiles, no alligators, and no venomous spiders. Yes, we do have snakes, but they are not venomous, and most of them live far in the bush, and they are afraid of the mongoose, so you don't get to see them a lot. If you see them, it might only be once or twice in your lifetime, if you go like far in the mountains. Even in the waters, it is very safe. There is no shark attack that I can recall. So we are considered as one of the safest islands across the world. Just like the rest of the islands and the rest countries, we do have a crime. But if you observe carefully, you would see that this year we did not have much. So that means the young boys are now putting the machines down. There used to be a few gang leaders around, and some of them have now passed away. So some of the gangs are now broken up. When I use the term gangs, I don't mean those orchestrated things like the Italian mafia and so forth. I'm talking about a one or two man that would do a thing just to collect a little $500. But these men now realize that that $500 don't make any sense. By the time they buy a Clark's, a Desert Eagle, that will finish. Finito. Waste of time that. In St. Vincent, we have no gold and we have no oil. We live off the natural resources from the land and from the sea. We have no skyscrapers, but we have some small industrial trees. The rules that we use here are mostly the British laws. We were once under the leadership like them. So here we even drive on the left side of the road like they do. And the final court is the Court of Appeal in England, right? Before the Honorable Prime Minister Dr. Ralph E. Gonzalez stepped into office, we had few Prime Ministers before. You see, Gonzalez grew up in a place called Culinary as a smaller boy, and he always had a dream of becoming the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Dr. Lorraine Friday, who hails from Beckwith, also had that same dream as a little boy of becoming a Prime Minister. So what had happened is that Prime Minister James Mitchell had stepped down, and he passed on the key to one of him Usatas, who then became Prime Minister. But at the time they was saying call the election, and the elections was called, and Ralph Gonzalez and his party came into office. You see, before men get into office, they would make a lot of promises, promising to help this one, that one, and develop this place. So when he came into office, he went to work right away, and he did so well that the people decided to give him a second chance. You see, at the time, Friday was also doing his groundwork with his men. After the second time, they decided to give him another chance again. And then another chance making it a 4. Then another chance making it a 5. But you see, what happened the fifth time is that Dr. Friday's party got the majority vote. meaning that most of the people had supported Dr. Friday's party. But the way the system works here, it is force past the post. Randall stories, we are not into politics. We're just giving you the facts, how it was done. You see, some persons were even saying that the elections was stolen. They could not believe that they got a fifth term. You see what had happened? Some of the people were crying out victimization. Because in St. Vincent, we have some like ching pang chong, some like kiba fish, some like walawa. Some people alleged that whenever they went to look for work or materials or certain thing, when they go to certain men who those positions are handed to, the men would spin them around like top, playing with their minds. But what those men don't understand is that everyone is Vincentian first. Alright, and now in St. Vincent, it is the election season. And when you watch on Facebook, there are members of one side making a lot of statements, members of the other side making a lot of statements, going at each other. Children and children are fretting away. Adults and adults can't get along. Neighbors and neighbors are having a quarrel. Have we lost our moral values? Have we lost our integrity? How can children be under big people's posts commenting about party and which party they support? In Trinidad, there is a female prime minister. In Barbados, the same thing. Why can't both men just form one party and say, look, we have two prime ministers and make it good for everyone so that no one suffers? And the thing with Vincentians too, they take things to heart. Just imagine, they'll be quarreling all day. But you don't see Dr. Friday and Dr. Gonsalves quarreling all day. Sometimes you see them in the parties, holding hands, talking to one another, knocking glass, while the people are out here going head to head against each other. While in Parliament, they might throw a few verbal swings at each other. But when they come out on the street, you don't see them fist fighting. Untold stories were about upliftment, were about rehabilitation. The way the things are going now, we don't want it to go that way. We don't want somebody to call and say, no work for this guy, no work for this lady, because they supported this one or that one. We don't want that. That is what is mashing up the place. There are persons who would say, Friday would never be prime minister. Like, you are determining the man's destiny. You said the same thing about Gonsalves years ago, and he became prime minister. These men are hard-working men. Remember, all the information is brought here to Untold Stories. Also, we could pull down, we could throw down, we could dash her down, but we're not on that. We're about uplifting. Dr. Friday, if you do become a prime minister, we want you to listen to the people. Don't separate them. Even though somebody is wearing a party card and they come for a job and they can do the job, give them the job. Mr. Prime Minister, if you are re-elected again, do the same, please. If you notice, in East King's town, not many people can say bad about Fitzbramble. Not many people can say bad about Luke Brown. These men are doing the work, and the people love them like cookware food. All the youths love them. If we can only get those two men to work together, amazing things can happen over that area. Whenever someone comes with a complaint saying that they need a little thing to fix their roof or their house, listen to them. Talk to the men who are giving out the material. Tell them don't single out anyone. Look at the damages carefully and deal with it. Because at the end of the day, they are going to cast the blame on Dr. Friday. They are going to cast the blame on Dr. Gonsalves. And sometimes these men don't even know what is going on. Sometimes the people reach out to the men that they give the contract to. And the men that get the contract deal with things in their own way. So they might get a list with some names and they take off your names and strike it out. Let us make St. Vincent great again. Going forward, I want to wish both men all the best. Make sure that if one neighbor gets, the other neighbor gets also. Zero hunger, we are preaching. No one should be hungry. So not because one has a party card mean he should eat and the other one should not. We needed to put a stop to that. Everyone should eat because all of us have intentions.